What's up, guys? So today, Necro Valley here. Um, Today I want to talk a little bit about Solemn Judgment. Um, Little card rulings and stuff. Solemn Judgment is a very good card. Now, granted that it's not that great of a card considering you have to pay half your life points. But I wanted to go over a quick ruling about Solemn Judgment, since a lot of people apparently don't know rulings about it. Now, Solemn Judgment says when a monster would be summoned or when a spell trap card is activated, pay a half your life points, negate the summon or activation, and if you do, destroy it. Now, there are some monsters that you cannot use Solemn Judgment on. You cannot use Solemn Judgment on High Priestess or Abyssmegalo. Cards like High Priestess and Abyssmegalo. Why? High Priestess is through an effect. High Priestess and Abyssmegalo are summons through an effect to which Solemn Judgment cannot negate. Why? You have to reveal 3 spellbook cards and special summon it. This one, discard 2 other water monsters and special summon it. Now, you would think that you'd be able to, but no. Solemn Judgment only negates monsters that can be summoned by Inheret. Inheret summon meaning Stardust, Stardust Dragon, or Gaga Cowboy. Okay, let's say I summon Priestess, revealing 3 cards. You want to activate Solemn Judgment. You can. Why? It's not an Inheret summon. Solemn Judgment is like Thunder King. Thunder King and Solemn Judgment are like one and the same. Now, Solemn Warning, on the other hand, is almost like Doom Caliber Knight. Whereas Doom Caliber Knight can negate the monster's effect. Since High Priestess and Abyssmegalo are monster effects that special summon, Doom Caliber must negate it. Doom Caliber has to negate Gallus, but it cannot negate Inheret summons like Darkroom Dragon or BLS, or Cyber Dragon, or Light Ray Daedalus, because this card has to negate monsters by effects. Since these are not effects, these are Inheret summons that do not start a chain like Machina Fortress. Machina Fortress is a said so of an Inheret summon by an effect. You see, you have to discard a machine like this and special summon it from your hand or graveyard. Now, from the graveyard, it's an Inheret summon, but summoning it like this is also an Inheret summon. But cards like Solemn Warning negate Inheret summons. It's an effect that special summons. It's the warning. You guys have to learn how to read the cards. Please read your cards. You can negate Girga Armor with Solemn Judgment because it's a flip summon. It's a flip summon, you can negate it. Tour Guide, negate. You can negate Solemn Judgment because you're negating its summon. Solemn Warning, you can negate it because you're negating its summon. Thunder King does not negate its summoning, but it does negate its effect if you choose to activate it. Now, High Priestess is an effect, and Megalo Abyss is an effect. You decide to activate these, Doom Caliber Knight has to negate and destroy it. So, Doom Caliber Knight cannot negate Dark Arm Dragon or Lackluster Soldier. It, however, has to negate Deep Sea Diva if you activate the effect, or Metalche Mageline, which is a normal summon, which you activate the effect. When this card is normal summon, you can win, and you can. If you normal summon and your opponent has Doom Caliber Knight and you activate the effect, Doom Caliber Knight has to negate it. It is not an optional effect. Tribute this face-up card, negate the activation, and destroy the monster. Now, you can use Solemn Judgment on Monster Reborn because it's a spell card. You activated a spell card, Solemn Judgment negates it. However, cards with a cost, like Monster Reincarnation, if you choose to activate Solemn Judgment, you do have to discard, because discarding is a cost. You activate 7 tools, boom, Solemn Judgment negating 7 tools. Why? Counter traps can negate counter traps. But you do have to pay the 1,000 life points, because that is a cost. You do not get the cost back. I've had so many duels where people are like, oh, I get the cost back because it negated the activation. You didn't negate the payment. Let's say essentially you have trap stun. Activate Solemn Judgment, negating trap stun. You can, however, cannot use Royal Decree in response because it is not fast enough. Trap cards like this are spell speed 2s. Spell speed 3, spell speed 2. Why? Because counter traps are spell speed 3s. This is just a simple quick ruling, and another quick ruling is Solemn Judgment can negate Inheret summon like Gaga Cowboy or Stardust Dragon. It has to negate the Inheret summons. Normal summon, flip summon, or Inheret summon. They should, however, change the wordings to Inheret so that people can understand it, but apparently some people don't. Thunder King and Solemn Judgment are like one and the same. However, cards like Gores cannot be negated by Solemn Judgment because Gores is through an effect. It special summons whenever a monster declares an attack or deals damage by an effect. And Solemn Judgment cannot negate that. However, Doom Caliber Knight can, because it's summoned by an effect. Thunder King cannot negate Gores. Doom Caliber can negate Gores. Solemn Warning can negate Gores. Solemn Warning to me is better in my opinion because you can negate just about every card in the game. When a monster be summoned or an effect that includes a special summon. That is a key word here, an effect monster's effect. That's an effect monster's effect, that's an effect monster's effect. See, all these cards right here have effect monster's effect that special summons. Solemn Warning can negate them all. Solemn Warning is way better than Solemn Judgment in my opinion. But Solemn Judgment can negate Stardust or Gaga Cowboy. Solemn Judgment can negate Dark Armed Dragon, can negate Blackluster Soldier. Same as Warning can do that. But you still have to pay the cost for Blackluster Soldier's effect. You still have to banish Light and Dark, because that is a cost to summon. Like cards like Light Ray to Dallas is an Inheret summon, so you can negate it with Solemn Judgment. You can negate Cyber Dragon with Solemn Judgment. You can negate it with Thunder King Ryo. It's just a quick, simple ruling that you guys should always think about. Think about this. Let's say you're in a duel on Dueling Network and you want to test out a deck, and your opponent is being a complete dick. You want to activate Solemn Judgment. Okay, Solemn Judgment on a monster, a spell, a trap summon. However, you cannot negate summons by effects. Solemn Judgment cannot do that. That is a ruling. That is my ruling. If you guys want more of these, like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.